Every country that has ever hosted the World Cup was told the same thing. It will transform your economy. It will build your infrastructure. It will put you on the map. The investment will pay for itself. Almost none of that has ever been true. Here is the dark truth about hosting the World Cup. Start with the money. The average cost of hosting a World Cup has increased with every tournament. Brazil 2014 cost an estimated $15 billion. Russia 2018 cost around $14 billion. Qatar 2022 cost somewhere between $200 and $220 billion, depending on which figures you believe. The official number and the real number are never the same. They never have been. The promise is always return on investment. Tourism, hospitality, global attention bringing long-term economic benefits. The reality is that most host nations see a short-term spike in visitors during the tournament and then a sharp decline immediately after. The stadiums that cost billions to build sit largely empty once the final whistle blows. There is a term for this: white elephants. Structures built for a moment that have no purpose beyond that moment. Brazil built 12 stadiums for 2014. Several of them are in cities with no professional football club capable of filling them. The Estadio Nacional in Brasilia cost around $900 million. After the World Cup, it was used as a bus depot. Not occasionally, regularly, a bus depot. Qatar built 8 stadiums for a country with a domestic football league that averages attendance in the low thousands. The question of what happens to those stadiums now is being answered slowly and unconvincingly. The infrastructure argument has more validity. Some host nations genuinely improve their transport networks, airports, and public facilities around a World Cup. But the question is always whether those improvements required a World Cup to happen, or whether they could have been built for a fraction of the cost without the tournament deadline and the FIFA requirements attached. FIFA requires host nations to meet specific standards. Those standards cost money. That money comes from the host nation. FIFA takes a share of the revenue. The host nation takes the risk. This is the deal. It has always been the deal. The countries that can least afford to host are often the most eager to do so because the perceived prestige is enormous. The actual benefit is not. The 2026 World Cup spreads the cost and the risk across 3 nations: the United States, Canada, and Mexico. The United States in particular has the infrastructure already in place. The stadiums exist. The transport networks exist. The risk is lower, but the fundamental dynamic has not changed. FIFA profits. The host pays. The tournament happens. The legacy is complicated. Every 4 years, a country raises its hand and says we will host the World Cup. Every 4 years, FIFA says yes. Every 4 years, the same promises are made. Every 4 years, the same questions go unanswered until it is too late to ask them. The World Cup is the greatest sporting event on Earth. The truth about what it costs the countries that stage it is considerably less beautiful than the tournament itself. And if you want to understand how this started, the forgotten stories, the forgotten names, the moments FIFA never officially explained, that video about Vozinha is already on your screen. The true story of Spain's 1962 nightmare. Watch it now. It is the same pattern. Different decade, different country, same system. Subscribe right now, because next week we go deeper. Every week, we find the truth football does not advertise. Do not miss it. Hit subscribe. Do it now. You're welcome.